Welcome to the Regulator Systems 2016 Queensland Sports Car Championship, and Mark Jones, what a cracker year this is going to be.
Absolutely.
We've got 5 races this weekend as well, which we're going to bring you from Lakeside Park, and I can tell you now, with the track layout still being the same, the one evident thing this weekend for the guys will in fact be the lack of the bridge nowadays, and hasn't that affected qualifying with guys losing a reference point? But it's going to be a fantastic 2 days of racing coming our way. We're going to bring it to you right now. Race 1 comes round now with the field coming round towards the start. Now, you might notice something missing there, Jonesy. The bridge has gone, so that's going to alter everybody's perspective on the track. There's a shot from Alex Kenny from behind, takes the green for the first time they run. Oh, Cook down the inside, going to get the job done on one. Tries to get down the inside of that Brian Pettit. He didn't get the job done. Not good enough under brakes into turn 1 for the first time.
We see the view from further back. Peter Hill looking at Bruce Chamberlain's Westfield.
I love this view from Hill's car. Look at the amount of wheel work he's doing. He's sitting pretty much bolt upright. The rear view of Kenny now watching the car of David Barham, who I tell you what is coming to grips with this Chiron. We've really seen, I don't think, the best of that combination. We'll get to see far more of it out to the year. Look at that Radical now doing battle. Here's Rob Cook again on the Malik. He is absolutely wide open as he comes up. Problem. Well, there's a real issue as Cook puts his hand up in the Malik. Now, there's a problem for him. They're telling us, Jonesy, that the engine has expired in that car. Well, that's going to make it hard. He's the Regulator Systems car, and that's not a nice way for him to finish his weekend. Look at him. Look at the speed of the cars underneath where the bridge used to be, Jonesy. It's a bit off-putting. There's no bridge there anymore.
That really messes with people's reference points for braking on the run downhill towards Hungry Corner, as we see the view from Matt Vandenberg, who's one of the fastest drivers in Class B. He's some way behind Grant Green, who was really on form. We see the 2 white cars here chasing Vandenberg, and that's Richard Croston there chasing Brian Pettit. A little bit further back, and we see the yellow Malik there as we go back to Peter Hill. Doesn't have the straight line to match it with Pettit and Croston on the run down the front straight.
Great under brakes, this car. Look at him. He goes so deep under brakes. Car very, very light now. Pulls up. Big off there on the left-hand side. Who's that parked?
That's the Malik.
Oh, it is up against the tyre wall, so that's not a nice place to park the Malik. Now with Matt Vandenberg in the Minetti, the older one of the 2 cars, and there goes Pettit down the inside on the newer Minetti. What a great tussle between the 2 cars. Now Croston up on the inside of the 77 car. Jonesy, this is a good line. He's going to get the exit speed come out here, and he does, and that's Vandenberg that he's going to hold out as they come out of that part of the racetrack, out of the carousel corner, and now make their way past and towards the bus stop. I tell you what, Jonesy, that's some great driving, those 2 guys, side by side action.
And Vandenberg, you see, instantly lost some pace, couldn't get that overtake done as we move back to Hill.
And that sequential motorcycle gearbox, look at him pumping through the gearbox there as he comes down Hungry Corner. Car gets a little loose on the exit. That is just a bit of transition. He's just waved somebody up the inside, so there's a problem.
Serious, yeah. And
that's a big moment then.
Chamberlain in the Westfield has gone off at the top of Eastern Loop, and that's presumably after being confronted by the slow-moving car of Hill going up the hill.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. That's paid him, and now Hill's limping around at the top part of the circuit as well as the field blow by up on the inside. Well, in the foreground, there's somebody off.
That looks like
no, it's not. It's the 33 car.
Simon Salento in the V8 Radical.
Look at this shot from Alex Kenny.
That's Dave Rodgie, who's climbing all over the back of Alex Kenny, being overtaken.
Yes. I tell you what, David Rodgie would love that if he thought he was climbing over the back of the Chiron. Alex Kenny looking tremendously fast. This car is unbelievably quick, and there's the checkered flag to Jonesy, first position. Alex Kenny, he'll take the win and take the first round. Here comes the car of Vandenberg. He'll finish 8th. Yeah. He was happy that this Croston in 7th as he takes the checkered flag. Here comes Phil Holzberger in the Radical, 3rd. A great result for him. He'd be chuffed, actually, first of the Radicals home. Well, what a fantastic finish, Jonesy, to race number 1, and it was a Kenny affair on the front. He did a great job leading the field away.
Indeed, Alex Kenny leading home his fellow Chiron driver, Dave Barham. 3rd place went to the familiar black V8 Radical of Phil Holzberger. And we'll see that'll be Neil Kenny who'll take up 4th position in the 2nd race in the Juno. Next up, race 2 of the Regulator Systems Queensland Sports Car Championship.
Regulator Systems, Australian success in an international market. To overcome the limitations of imported controls, Regulator Systems began designing and manufacturing their own range of control products, designed specifically for Australian conditions. While others have come and gone, Regulator Systems continues to design, manufacture and service control systems for the air conditioning industry, nationally and overseas. Regulator Systems, an Aussie success story in a highly competitive world market.
Welcome back to the Regulator Systems Queensland Sportsracers Championship here at Lakeside Park. Well, race number 2, Jonesy, and this is going to be an absolute cracker. Green flag waved, away we go, and again, look at the pace of that car at the front. Look at this contact here between the two cars, and I'll tell you what, that was unbelievable that no one got away uninjured.
Yep. Slow start there from Barham and allowed Kenny and Holzberger to close right up, and Kenny didn't give way. No. As we look further back in the field, Bruce Chamberlain having a look at Matt Vandenberg as they climb through Carousel.
Look at the pace that these guys are carrying. Great 1-2 then by the Minetti on the outside. Great grip level. Look at this.
Oh, Salento.
Salento.
Starting
further line.
Yeah, starting further back in the field after that off at the end of the previous race.
There's the bridge to nowhere. Nowhere there anymore. That really has been upsetting, guys. Look at the pace down the inside again.
Salento picked up those positions really quickly, as we see here's Nev McKay fighting with Bruce Chamberlain. Here comes, that's Dave Rodgie there in the JMW.
There was nothing they could do about the pace. He was caught high on the outside. He had to yield. The guys had the drive on the inside. Look at the pace through that right-hander now. They really are carrying so much more pace nowadays than they have been in previous years. It's great to watch. Oh, car gets a little loose. Chamberlain cashing it. What that is weight transfer. And the cars go, big move up the inside. That's a great run there in the Labrador.
Yeah, Steve Garner.
Vandenberg again, Jonesy. God, he holds a nice line through there. The car flows nicely on the exit of the corner.
Once again, chasing the two white cars as we see Nev McKay blast through the field there, getting past Vandenberg, then Croston, and he'll line up Brian Pettit next as we see the two Chirons sweep through the back half of the course with Phil Holzberger in pursuit.
Look at this. I'll tell you what, this Matt Vandenberg has been the find of this series over the last 18 months. He's doing a great job. Great
Richard Croston. He's trying to get a hold of.
Well, he had a big look. He's got to get it to stick as he comes through here. Croston's line will be a little bit miffed as he comes underneath the bridge, but he had good car speed. He'll hold him out.
There's Pettit and McKay just in front.
Look at these guys. Look at the speed they're carrying down into the braking area of Hungary. Yeah. Onto the front straight now. And again,
Simon Salento has caught Neil Kenny there in the Juno as McKay's almost onto the tail of Croston here. So we've got battles going on everywhere.
That's interesting he caught him because he probably wouldn't have the horsepower in the straight line, but obviously the handling and the flow of that car's very, very nice. They come up through Hungary corner. Look at this. Seriously, he is like a dog on a bone when he gets it, and I love watching that old Malik run around. It's a fantastic car. Yeah,
2-litre Ford engine that gives him a horsepower advantage over Brian Pettit's motorcycle-powered car in front of him. But we go back to Vandenberg here, continuing to fight with Croston, and here's Dave Rodgie in the JMW sweep spy on the run down the front straight.
Yeah, the JMW is a great handling package. One of the cars. Look at this battle here, though. You just cannot get over the pace of these two.
Neil Kenny and Simon Salento with Grant Green next, and we go back to
late turn in then too. Yep. Very late turn in, unusual line to that part of the circuit. So that was a covering line, Jonesy, to close the door. I think more on Neville than anything else.
Salento's got Neil Kenny.
Yeah, what a great run. Look at this. Look at him again. He went to dive down the inside door, slam close.
Yep.
As he comes to that part of there. He's not having a bar of that, is he?
And we see great series of corners here to show just how well Brian Pettit's adjusted to the new Minetti compared to his previous car, but the superior horsepower.
How much did he get up out of Hungary corner as he dived up the inside? And I'll guarantee you Pettit didn't even see him coming.
Rodgie and Croston side by side through the reverse sweepers.
Vandenberg's got the best seat in the house here for this. And they run side by side too. There's enough racetrack there for him to do it, but well done.
Croston held it, the veteran driver showing his experience.
Final lap, Jonesy. Well, this is going to be an absolute cracker. Checkered flag on the way for these guys, and here it comes. And again, that man out front is going to be hard to think. Look, a great 8th position for Brian Pettit. He's going to be wrapped in that result.
If he can hold it as chases across the line. As we see Vandenberg looking at Rodgie and Croston. Croston's got it.
So there's 9th, 10th and 11th as they come across. That's how they're going to finish. Well, what a fantastic result. They'll be absolutely stoked. Here comes Bruce Chamberlain home in 13th. Lonely race for him down the back, but a great experience and really picked some times off as well. Well, the top four, that was very much as we thought they'd finish, but Class B results, Grant Green, what a cracker result for him.
Yeah, he was not far behind the squabbling Class A cars there of Simon Salento and Neil Kenny, who battled for the second half of that race. But Green well ahead of the remainder of Class B.
Surprisingly, we did quite well. I was impressed with our pace in qualifying. I believe it was about a good half a second quicker than the other guys, which was really happy about. We got race one, got the jump, and managed to keep the lead. That was a bit of a tricky race, as there was a car that managed to drop some oil on the track. So I was lucky enough I had that lead to be able to keep that gap, not lose the car or do anything silly. And then come race two, I just did the same again and just kept the lead. And yeah, hopefully, look, it's really awesome. And but I know today's a few guys getting some new tyres on, and I reckon they're going to be up my bum this morning and really going at my chops this morning. So look, yesterday was an awesome day, and I hope we can carry that on the rest of today. And I've got to say hi to my wife back at home because she keeps saying I don't, so I've got to do that as well.
Race 3 is going to be a cracking affair again, Jonesy. I can't wait for this battle up front between Kenny and Barham.
And we've got the two V8 Radicals who are back on grid together after Simon Salento had to come back through the field. We're underway, and Pettit's outlaunched Nev Mackay on the run down the front straight. We look further back, Chamberlain getting ahead of Garner in their battle, chasing after.
Garner looked like he lacked a gear then or something. He just felt, oh, there goes Kenny, off that, and that's Neil Kenny off on the inside.
Yeah, the older of the Kenny family.
In the newer of the car.
Yeah. Richard Croston looking back there, a unique view there as we're looking back to see look Dave Rodgy all over
under
him.
and overs everywhere. Look, he's playing peekaboo as he comes through the exit of carousel. Look at him coming up at the back here, and I'll tell you what, they're going to go side by side again under the bridge. The bridge to nowhere. Anyway, down under the brake here of Hungry Corner, and I tell you what a great shot that is over the shoulder. Look at these pairs side by side again, and have a look at Vandenberg now having a run up the inside. Can he get it? Can he get the job done? No, door closed.
In fact, Rodgy's gotten through Croston around the outside. As we see, Chamberlain is next, and we see Neil Kenny, and Mackay's dropped down through the field there, or is that McCrory might be joining the field? Holzberger, third position, but we'll see just how far away those two Chirons are.
Can he break that any harder? Did you see the Buffett under brakes? Oh, look at this. Vandenberg again pulling out of the draft, playing peekaboo. He's going, hi. He's been watching too much Days of Thunder. I'm sure that's what's going on. Hi, remember me? Be waving to him in the mirror. Look at this. Look at the three different lines, though. And the
very
reason
wide
why
line from Rodgy.
A lot of
and too wide. He's dropped the wheel off.
Yeah, dropped a wheel off, and around he goes. So that's a bit of a problem there. That is all about losing aero and losing drive on the outside. Why they're altering their line still and staying out of that is they're getting into this aero shadow of the car in front, and they're losing drive. They're losing the stability of the car. Well, look at this. And it's no denying how quick those two are. They're starting to come and around and catch some of the slower cars. In fact, the car they're going to be catching is our spinner from the start.
Alex Kenny leads the field. There's Holzberger in third, Grant Green further back. And here's the squabbling pair of Brian Pettit and one of the yellow Maliks. It should be Nev Mackay.
This is an unbelievable result. I'll tell you what, I'm so impressed in Pettit in this new car. He's done such a great job. And it's we talk about how different they are.
As we see Vandenberg climbing all over Croston.
He's trying to read the part numbers on the back of that wing. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening at the moment. Or he's counting the amount of holes that are cut for the air pressure out the back. Big dive on the brakes, gets the job. It's done. He does. Gets the job done, Jonesy. Well done.
And we're back with Bruce Chamberlain further back of the field. Very wide line. Coming down the hill.
Letting the car flow around a little bit more, but
got
that's the reason
outside.
Why. Yeah, that's the reason why he let the car off. Oh, there goes the Malik again. Snuck through again. My God, he's showing up to the opening of a brown paper bag at the moment. Is he making more passes than Shane Warne and Liz Hurley when he first met her?
It's Holzberger now who's coming up onto Neil Kenny's tail to put him down a lap, with Neil having lost almost a full lap with that spin at carousel early on.
Look at the amount of minor correction that Holzberg was making there too, as the car as it buffets around and moves around. Look at him under brakes here. Kenny's not playing any part of this. He's just letting him go by, which is great to see that happen as well. He's just not going to affect the race. He knows he's going to start from the back. He's probably better to do that when it comes down to race 4.
As Grant Green in the SR3 4-cylinder radical, he's on his own in the lead of Class B, and then we'll drop back there to Pettit and Mackay. That's actually Barry Forth there.
Barry Forth, yes, it will be. In fact, Barry Forth doing a great job in the second of the Malik. Look at this battle there as they come past. There's the straight line speed differential. And look at Barham all over the back then of Kenny. And we can see those two cars in the background of the shot now. Richard Croston. Look at the speed differential.
Signalling which side to pass.
Yeah, great look. And great driving too by the other drivers as let the Class A guys run past. Well, again, look at this, Jonesy. Unbelievable. These guys are really on the money as they make their way through. Look at this. Look at Pettit now.
Under real pressure here from Mackay, and Mackay takes the position as we start the last lap.
Oh, I tell you, that was unbelievable how close they were. And I don't know whether that was intentional. I think it was just a change of gear or whatever the case may be. But anyway, job's done.
And we see a race leader over the top of Eastern Loop, the two Chirons there. Then Phil Holzberger in third position. And here's fourth place, Simon Salento, just lapping Neil Kenny.
They're going round to take the checkered flag. Great result. Kenny staying out of the way too.
Grant Green there in fifth position. And here's the battle for sixth, which was won by Nev Mackay over Brian Pettit in the Manetti.
Seventh place for that, and they'd be happy. His eighth, of course, Matt Vandenberg taking the checkered flag. He'd be rapt about that result. Hasn't he been a find so far this weekend? He's really having a great result in that Manetti. You're watching the Regulator Systems Queensland Sportsracers Championship. We'll be back on the other side of this break.
Regulator Systems, Australian success in an international market. To overcome the limitations of imported controls, Regulator Systems began designing and manufacturing their own range of control products, designed specifically for Australian conditions. While others have come and gone, Regulator Systems continues to design, manufacture and service control systems for the air conditioning industry, nationally and overseas. Regulator Systems, an Aussie success story in a highly competitive world market.
Race 4 comes our way now, and again, this will be the battle up front between a man that really needs no introduction in this category, Dave Barham. He's been such a great sports car racer over there. But look at this, Holzberger. Says Dave Barham who, as he tries to drive down the inside. He's got this V8 Radical going like a train. There comes Vandenberg again.
Oh, Croston's made a fantastic start over on the inside line there.
What happened to the Malik then? It just seemed to bog down off the start, but this is a great run here by Croston. Look at that 21 looming in the back. We know who that is. That's going to be Neil Kenny trying to find his way back through the field.
Bruce Chamberlain on the outside there. Just lets Neil Kenny through.
I think he just yielded very quick.
Dave Rodgie takes advantage.
Yeah, Rodgie's got in for penny, in for pound. I'm having a crack as well. I'll follow you through,
Neil. We see all
Neil.
the cars here lined up there as Kenny gets through on the inside of Croston. And here we see Rodgie and Chamberlain fighting for position.
Now what happened?
And there's McCrory.
I tell you what, I love the fact that these guys are doing the right thing, but at the same time they're costing themselves positions. You know, no, you go forward. This is sports car racing. No, you can have the corner. Thank you.
As we see Barham right up on the tail of race leader Alex Kenny. This is as close as Barham's been. He's been edging up onto Alex Kenny's tail. He loses ground at the start, but quickly gathers it in again, and the two V8 Radicals follow, and then this huge pack of cars led here by Barry Forth.
To see Kenny pull out, that was just straight line speed as he's making his way through the field. Oh, Chamberlain! This is going to be huge! Did he keep it off the tyre wall? He does. That is an unbelievable bit of driving, because I can tell there's the tyre wall I was waiting for him to come into, the ones that slow you down. That was a great drive and a fantastic bit of recovery from Bruce Chamberlain.
Unfortunately, it was a bit of a transmission failure in the car, and that put him out of the running.
That's information we're getting. It looked like it locked up, Jonesy. You were probably right.
Vandenberg climbing onto the tail of Pettit on the run down the hill.
Look at this. Lap 3, that little bit of debris on the left-hand side here too that's going to cause some dramas. Look at it all coming in across Vandenberg. Now that's going to unsettle a few guys.
Legacy of Chamberlain's failure, as we see Croston being attacked here by Rodgie, and we can see that's McCrory a little bit further back, that yellow car in the background.
Gets a little wide as he comes out there. No, it's actually not wide. What he did was he went defensive, Jones. He come across to cover that pole line. Look at McCrory now up on the inside.
Sporting a new nose cone this weekend on the Malik.
Yeah, the 888 car now. What I understand is that's actually a lot of the work of one very famous motor racing Australia, KB. It's a KB design, I'm told, Kevin Bartlett.
And again, we see the debris being kicked up from the debris that Chamberlain dragged onto the circuit. Back up front, we see Barham has lost some ground to Alex Kenny in first and second. And there's Salento chasing after Holzberger for third position. There's the battle for fifth with Pettit at its head.
Yeah, there you can see the amount of climb they've got out of Hungry Corner, no more evident than that camera shot. It just shows you how tall that top part of the racetrack is, and it really is a bit of a climb out of Hungry. Look at this, Vandenberg again.
But we've got Neil Kenny just behind these two in the Juno, the superior
no
horsepower.
There, JG. He's just blown by.
Yeah, that 2-litre Ford Duratec engine. It's just a little bit too hard to resist. We see fourth, McCrory and Croston chasing after Vandenberg on the run down the front straight. Sorry, Rogie, I should say, not Vandenberg.
Look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, the flame.
That's Neil Kenny.
Oh, the F111 of Motorsport. Unbelievable. Flames comes out the back. Got to love it. Look at this little battle here, though.
Vandenberg and Pettit.
Yeah, look, and this has been a cracker. This is the Manetti-a-thon. These guys are having an absolute cracker run here. Look at this. And he's tucked up under the rear wing of that car. He's having a red hot crack.
Rogie in the JMW starting to stretch the gap to the Malik of McCrory.
Hasn't Rogie found some form in this JMW? He really is. He's extracting the most out that he can.
Further back in the pack, we see here that's tail marker Steve Garner in the Laborata.
With the brand new nose cone, too, on the front of the Labaratas. They're running far more of an aero pack than they've ever done now. And again, this battle again. Look at this. The Manetti's having a red hot crack. Look at this. The field
Alex
now.
Kenny and Dave Barham are moving their way through the back markers here. In fact, this isn't really the back markers,
Final
as
lap.
the checkered flag is about to come out.
Well, top four again, and of course the top two, we know who they're going to be. That's going to be Kenny and Barron. But what a fantastic run home to the flag by Neil Kenny this time into fourth place.
Coming through from further back in the pack, he was able to climb into fourth place behind the black V8 Radical of Phil Holzberg.
Played myself in over yesterday, just took it easy, followed Alex around, doing sort of 50s and 51 second laps, so my best's a 49.0, so a little bit off the pace, but the tyres are fairly old. They've sort of had 4 race meetings now, so this morning I bolted on new tyres, seeing as the car seemed to be in one piece.
Green flag about to be dropped. And again, this battle up front. Again, Holzberger. What a drive by him again. He's got this car off the line better every time, Jonesy, but he just can't get it down the inside under brake. Oh, lock-up from Barham.
Yeah, he's just getting a little bit frustrated by losing the starts. As we see another lock-up further back there, that was McCrory, who also had some issues there.
Look at that. Again, this fantastic onboard footage, and I've got to say, this is one of the fantastic parts of what we see in sports car racing. Some great different lines from different cars. Well,
that's McCrory.
You don't often
and
see
McKay.
two Maliks like that side by side. Well, look at that. One blows by the other, and that's normally unheard of. These cars are pretty much on line ball as far as performance. Look at this.
Barry Ford there just gets by under brakes.
I'll tell you, this is a great drive by Croston. He's, again, enjoying this this change in car and really enjoying the change in fortune this year as well in his racing. Vandenberg, well, he's up under the back of this Radical, and this is a great result for him.
Yeah, Grant Green, this is the battle for 5th position and the lead of Class B.
Unbelievable. Look at this. Again, David Rogie. Now, this JMW has come on in leaps and bounds this weekend. Great results so far. Look at this.
Garner there at the tail of the field in the Laborata. Honda S2000 as Holzberger screams down the front straight in that sinister-looking black V8 Radical.
Doesn't have the pace in the straight line of the two outright sports cars in front of him, but I'll tell you what, this car is still in development, and so's the driver, so they're doing a great job. Vandenberg now.
Yeah, he
Look
was
at that! Oh, does he catch it? He does. Great bit of driving by Vandenberg. He's
just turned in that little bit too early.
That was a bit of brake bias, or maybe a little bit of little bit hot under the colours you come in. But anyway, look at this
Rogie chasing those 2 yellow Maliks there.
Is he close enough to get into the aero? I don't think he was, Jonesy. Just off the back.
Croston chasing Rogie down the straight here.
Croston's got good road speed there. He's up under the aero too, getting a bit of a draft under brakes. Is he going to pull out and have a crack? No, he doesn't. He went to dive down the inside. Oh, he's got
Rogie
a little wide.
Dropped a wheel off.
Yeah, Rogie's got it. Oh, you can see the car now. That got nervous under acceleration, so that was his problem. He's caught it back now. He rolls a wheel off onto that ripple strip again, Jones, and that's not where you want to be, because that little bit of earth wall there is rather hungry at times. Down into Hungry Corner. Yeah, down the Hungry Corner. And of course, the reason why they call it Hungry.
And here we go. Croston dives underneath, very deep under the brakes.
That was Rogie.
Gets the move.
That was Rogie leaving a door open big enough to drive the complete field underneath. If you're going to drive down in that corner, you don't leave that bigger hole for a driver to drive into. And now he's got a whole lot of work to do to find his way past the car in front. This Malik in front, once again, Jonesy, I'll tell you what, the JMW doing a great job of keeping up with the car that probably has got as a very long driving history. Yeah, done a great job. Dives underneath him again. Look at they're side by side again, coming in the top part of the circuit. The white helmet, we know who that's going to be.
That's Mackay.
That's
and carrying some battle damage there. One of the wheel covers there. That's Barry Forth.
Barry Forth. That's going to create a drama too, because that being loose is going to be a real issue. Does it? Will it stay on?
Oh, Garner was very wide there. I think he was letting the SR8 radicals through.
Yeah, he is. That was just him being courteous. Well done to you.
And there's the two Maliks there.
With the gull wing door hanging up the front of it. Maybe that's what it looks like, doesn't it, really? But just the wheel spat.
Right. And that is the car of McRory. He didn't complete the last lap.
On the exit of Hungry Corner. He will be absolutely gutted by that. Vandenberg comes past. He'll finish in 6th. And there goes our race leaders coming up through again. This is the footage of them coming back through to...
replay of that final lap there. Vandenberg, 6th position. He's had a great weekend.
He's a cracker run this weekend. He should be absolutely delighted with his results over the 5 races throughout the weekend. Well, Class A this weekend's been a cracker, and on maximum points this weekend was the Chiron of Alex Kenny with 100 points. Dave Barham sitting behind him on 90, and then of course Phil Hosberger with a total of 80 points as well. Class B, Jonesy.
Grant Green was the winner for the weekend, also with 5 wins, and he sits on 100 points ahead of Matt Vandenberg in the Minetti ZZ1 on 78 points, and then Brian Pettit in the Minetti SSV1 on 68 points.
Yeah, Class C was probably the most interesting too, with it being shared around a little bit more, with Richard Croston and the Malik on 94 points. Great job.
David Rogie in the JMW is 2nd in Class C on 90 points. And on consistency, Steve Garner in the Laborata has claimed 3rd for the weekend on 74 points.
Well, that's round number 1 of the Regulated Systems Queensland Sports Car Championship done and dusted. And Jonesy, some great results there by some great teams.
Yeah, congratulations to our 3 class winners, Alex Kenny, Grant Green and Richard Croston.
Yeah, great results by everybody there. In fact, it's been a big weekend as we get ready to come racing again for round number 2 coming your way very shortly as well. And if you want any more information about the club or anything else, make sure you can log on to the website. You'll see come up very shortly underneath. And of course, don't forget too, folks, we've got another round of racing coming your way very shortly in the next few weeks. Well, once again, on behalf of Mark Jones, myself and the rest of the guys from Regulated Systems, catch you next time we go racing with the Regulated Systems Queensland Sports Car Championship.
Regulator Systems, Australian success in an international market. To overcome the limitations of imported controls, Regulator Systems began designing and manufacturing their own range of control products, designed specifically for Australian conditions. While others have come and gone, Regulator Systems continues to design, manufacture and service control systems for the air conditioning industry, nationally and overseas. Regulator Systems, an Aussie success story in a highly competitive world market.